Alright, trade recap for the day. It's Monday, July 13th, 2026. I haven't done trade recap in a little while, a couple weeks. I didn't trade at all last week, and this is my trade for today. So, coming to the market as usual, marking out the highs and lows of the overnight sessions. So, London high and low, Asia high and low, somewhere here. Asia high up there. And then I also had this new week opening gap I was hoping we would tap into, and I imagine we will later this week. Overall today we ended up going down. However, my bias for the day overall was bullish, so I was expecting us to come up here. So originally I was looking for longs down here and missed a good entry, and then I marked out 10 a.m. key open and come back to that point. So yeah, down here we had tapped this hourly gap and pretty good displacement there. Like that was a clear liquidity draw, hit that and then came back up. So that, and then right here breaker structure, that would have been a good entry for longs, and didn't end up taking that. However, we created this 1 minute fair value gap, actually a bullish fair value gap. And so I knew that, well, not knew, but I was predicting that price would come back down to the 10 a.m. open. And when we inverse that candle, that's when I entered and got the close below that 1 minute inversion and took shorts down to 10 a.m. I took my first TP at 10 a.m. and then let some run. Unfortunately, it just came right back, but ended up taking full TP, 2 micros there, and then one just a little bit higher up. So stops were above the gap. Originally stops were at the high, and then when we rejected the gap, I moved them to just above, and yeah, got out for full profit. I originally also liked looking at longs from 50% of this move here as well. So that was the high and low. Now I typically only take one trade a day. If I were trading more, I would have gotten out here and then longed at 50% of this move to get another move up, which ended up almost hitting London high. Which would have been an awesome trade. That would have been nice. But anyway, a good 2R trade, which I was happy with. On to the next day of the week. All right, take care.